Hello, and welcome to Spirit Travels, where we narrate the extraordinary experiences of people who have glimpsed the other side of death. My name is Maureen, and I will be your narrator on this journey. If you enjoy this content, please make sure to like and subscribe to support our channel. Now let's begin. Today's NDE is by Cynthia. I have asthma, or more like damaged lungs, due to too much jet exhaust and jet fuel working in aircraft fuel tanks, and a bout of pneumonia at least once a year that requires hospitalization, and lots of scar tissue in my lungs. I have an overactive immune system. I'd been having difficulty breathing as usual, chest tightening, breaths getting less volume, and not being able to suck in as much air. I call 911 frequently and have to be given shots of steroids at the hospital. I get a little stupid when my oxygen levels get low and I can't make a decision to call 911 or drive myself to the hospital. So all of a sudden, I can't breathe. Like I really can't breathe. My lungs stopped working. I was thinking I can't speak and it's only a matter of time before I pass out, which I did. My kid is used to the drill. I made a hand gesture like a phone to the ear and my kid called 911. As she was on the phone, I passed out. At first, before losing consciousness, I fell to the floor, and your body tries to get up, but your mind says to you, this is it, and your head is okay with it. I was all okay with dying and very peaceful, no fear. Like relief, like pure love and contentment. I was enveloped in darkness, like all dark, cave dark, and I was still me, but in an empty space, all dark, and I started to fall through a bazillion million miles of dark to this light that was a spark. The amount of energy it takes to create a thought, a minuscule amount of energy, the light of a synapse, the light created from the electrical impulse of your thought. When I hit this light, I was shot backwards, and from this energy source, the universe was created right in front of my eyes. I saw everything that has ever happened since the beginning of the Big Bang, like the Discovery Channel. I saw everything, the whole universe from the beginning of time. And time is something humans made up. There's no such thing as time. This is all a series of events. It was like a big paisley of cosmos being formed in front of me, and I had Superman vision. I told a friend what I saw, and he turned me on to fractals. It looked like that. I was hanging in the dark space, and our universe was below me like a teacup saucer inside of a 33-gallon trash bag. I was in the bag still. I was beyond the far reaches of the universe. Beyond the universe, looking at it with Superman vision. And I could see the earth and my house, and inside it, and all from a bazillion gazillion light years past the edge of the universe. It was really amazing. Then, out of the distance of the blackness to my right, I see a man, and he slid right up to my face. He moved like Dracula in Bram Stoker's Dracula movie. Just boom, he's in my face. He didn't walk bouncy. He slid. He was the most beautiful being I have ever seen. I was enveloped in pure love, a feeling that I cannot describe. Pure love and peace and well-being and safety. A glowing love like no other that I can describe how wonderful it was. He was the big cheese. That is what I call him now. It was God. There is a God. A supreme being, the one. He had long white hair past his shoulders, wavy, the color of that fiberglass stuff in furnace filters. It looked softer than anything I ever saw. And he had a beard, long, wavy, soft, white to his boob area. His skin was like golden bronze colored, almost like metal, polished old brass. He was a perfect being. He was so pretty. He was the most beautiful thing I ever saw. He was wearing a kaftan with bell sleeves and gold embroidery around the collar sleeves, and a hem with the Nuru collar. I saw it. It was like a rayon, thin, silky, flowing. You could tell that he was buff under it. I was in pure love, but not sexual. His eyes were not of a color that is here on earth. The color was not in our human rainbow. When I looked into his eyes, all the secrets of the universe were revealed to me. I know how everything works because I looked into his eyes for a moment. I knew all the secrets of the universe, all knowledge of all time and everything. He said to me, "Do you know who I am?" I knew he was God the moment I looked into his eyes. I said, "Yes." I was so ashamed and so unworthy, and I just felt ashamed, but loved like no other. I felt loved. I was so happy to be there. I looked down at his feet, and I just wanted to lay at his feet and hold onto his legs like a baby. He had perfect feet. He said, "You have 3 missions, and then you can die." Then, out of nowhere, slid in my face these 2 beings, I call them. Beautiful beings, wearing similar outfits, are in my face. One had blonde wavy hair, and just past the shoulders, and he was masculine. And the other one was feminine, and had a wavy page boy, shorter, kind of same colored hair. And they were bronze color, and a little less pretty than God. And they had eyes the color of coffee and cream, a soft beige color. They both grabbed me from either side of my body like a hug and said, "Don't worry, we'll be with you." They flew me backward through the universe at supersonic speed, and when we got close to the earth, they disappeared, but I could still feel them holding me. They follow me around on each side of behind me. Still to this day, they are here. I can't see them, but I feel them behind me. One likes me a lot, the masculine one. The other female is like in training or something, and she doesn't really want to be here. So I'm flown back to the earth, and now I'm on planet, going down Highway 18 in the air above the ambulance. Then I'm on the ceiling inside, and they drop me back into my body, like someone dropping you on your back from about 3 feet off the ground. I open my eyes. I have a tube up my nose, down into my chest, and a rubber balloon in my face with a guy squeezing the bag, and he's breathing for me by squeezing the bag. I grabbed his hands, and his eyes got really big. I puked all over the paramedic on the other side of the gurney, because the guy squeezing the bag turned my head as I started to puke. I felt perfectly fine, except my lungs were not working. This man had my life in his hands, literally. When we got to the hospital, they gave me a shot, but people were taking turns squeezing the bag coming out of my nose. Then, my body started to breathe on its own, and they had to get the tube out, and then I puked again, and again. I was not breathing for about 15 minutes. A neighbor with a scanner came over when she heard it and freaked out, I guess crying and all. The sheriff got to my house, and one guy says, "Shoot, what do we do?" And the other sheriff says, "Wait till the FD gets here," and told my neighbor and my kid to go outside. I was purple with black lips and a gray body and cold flesh. They thought I was dead. The fire department called my parents and told them that I was more than likely dead, and they should get to the hospital. When I got out of the hospital and saw the fire department guys in the market, I live in a very small town, they were in disbelief that I could even walk. They call me their miracle baby, as I should be dead. I was pissed off at first that I was back in my messed up body, back here in this crap hole of a planet, and I was never told what my missions were. But I know what the future is, and I'm going to eventually die of a heart attack shoveling snow on November 11th. I don't shovel snow on that date, but one day I will forget it's November 11th and die. Dying is the best thing that could ever happen to a person. You become perfect and all-knowing and go to a way better place. I used to fear death, and now I can't wait to go back. I envy old people who are ready to die. If they knew how it was, they would forego all medical procedures and check out. Dying is not really dying. You become a being of light and are born into another better plane of existence. This place is a carefree place of pure love where you can make your own reality, as there's no such thing as time. When you are immortal and live forever, who cares what time it is that you have forever to do it? I want to go back, and I feel I don't belong here. Thank you for listening. If you have had an NDE that you would like to share, please email us at travelsinthespirit@gmail.com. Until next time, God bless.